2020 closes with a bang. $30 million for a ranch outside Kremmling. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, Colorado is revising its aggressive climate action goals, going soft on vehicle emissions, getting tough on coal and natural gas. This from the Colorado Sun. The state wants to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 50% in 2030, 90% in 2050, but some critics call this wishful thinking. Transportation is Colorado's biggest source of greenhouse gases, and the revised policy does not directly combat car emissions. In Summit, the county, local towns, and ski areas have similar goals, like a basin's pledge to be carbon neutral by 2025 through renewable energy in public transportation. But skier shuttles are not running this season due to COVID. 500,000 jobless people in Colorado could wait 2 to 4 weeks for the latest round of federal unemployment aid. The Sun reports distribution is on hold for state computer updates. Once here, it is $300 weekly for the next 11 weeks. Summit County's unemployment rate is 7.9%, holding steady since July, down from a high of 21.6% in April. Rate is similar across the high country, 7.8% in Eagle County to a low of 4.3% in Park. It was a very happy new year outside Kremmling, where a ranch with ice rink and private ski hill sold for $30 million, the biggest sale of a huge year in Grand Summit and Park. Sky High News reports the 6,900-acre property has been listed since 2016 for nearly $40 million on an assessed value of $8.7 million. That's 3.5 times less than sales price. The unnamed buyer closed December 31st. Denver business magnate Charlie Gallagher has owned the ranch since 1999. This is icing on the cake of a huge year for mountain real estate. Aspen area sales broke $3 billion, a new record, and Summit is on pace to crack $2 billion for the first time ever. The National Weather Service unveiled new technology last year to track wildfire smoke and locust swarms. NOAA's high-resolution rapid refresh system helped forecasters predict where smoke would travel, giving folks as far as the East Coast a heads up on exposure as the 3 biggest fires in Colorado history raged. The same model was then used in Africa and Asia to predict locust swarms, helping farmers mitigate damage from the worst swarms in a quarter century. The latest now on coronavirus and road money. CDOT expects to get $150 million in COVID relief cash from the latest federal stimulus package, and none of it is coming to Summit. Colorado Public Radio reports funding goes to a dozen projects on I-25, US 50, and Main Streets statewide, with no major spending on the I-70 corridor or Highway 9. Summit County's latest infection rate per 100,000 is 604, about 6 people in a room of 1,000, with a positive test rate of 6.4%. Summit Medical Center is at 41% capacity. In sports, the Nuggets beat the Timberwolves last night 123-116. World Cup men raced night slalom in Croatia today, where Germany's Linus Strasser took the crown ahead of 2 Austrians. No Americans made the final. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Breck Golf Club has a new head PGA pro for the first time in decades. Patrick Clary takes over for longtime pro Errol Miller, who retired this past summer after working there since opening day in 1985. Clary comes to Breck from a club in Hawaii, and his roots in mountain golf run deep. He grew up in the Vail Valley, where his dad was head pro at Beaver Creek. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.